Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is Ango, and in today's video, I got tons of stuff I want to talk to you about. WWE 2K22 has officially dropped the trailer. It leaked, then 2K22 dropped it. Great news. It looks fantastic, but I'm going to tell you everything you need to know, especially if you're a video gamer that enjoys playing with New Japan and AEW characters. I think this is going to be really sweet. Also, Becky praises AEW, and Big E talks about opening the forbidden door with AEW. A lot of cool things. But first, let's talk about WWE 2K22 because I'm really excited about it. So basically, WWE 2K22's trailer revealed that there are tons of new features. Now, your favorite content creators are probably doing their reactions and they're breaking this down, but we know that there is a redesigned gameplay engine, new controls, stunning graphics, which honestly, if you look at the trailer, they do look pretty incredible. The presentation and the UI, the user interface to everything, looks really cool. GM mode, My Faction, My Rise, which is the new name for career mode, universe mode returns. But the big thing is Creation Suite. And more specifically, it sounds like Creation Suite is going to have a really big impact on this game. So if you're somebody who likes incorporating AEW characters and New Japan characters and things like that, it's going to be a really crucial game mode because right now with GM mode, the idea is that you will be able to, in fact, use your created characters. Now, in terms of the type of customization that you can make to general manager mode and universe mode, it's going to be really telling. The reason why I'm excited about this, though, is because several years ago, I used to do universe mode and WWE gameplay videos on YouTube, and it was really successful. So I know, like, personally, not only is it fun, but it's really cool if you can implement online elements and the audience. For me personally, that is something I'm looking forward to with WWE 2K22. Also, we will be doing live streams on this channel. So you best believe I'll have like an AEW GM mode or AEW, universe mode. We're going to do tournaments. I think that's going to be really fun because not only is this channel a news channel, but this is a wrestling channel and we love wrestling, all kinds of wrestling. And I want you guys to be part of it. So if you plan on getting WWE 2K22, go check out the trailer. I think it honestly does look good. And it's getting me excited because AEW is working on their video game. Then we have the wrestling code. Like, there is just so much goodness coming to the wrestling game market. And I do hope it works out because WWE 2K21 was not a thing. It got canceled. It was a failure because of 2K20. And 2K knows this and they've been working on it. And I am excited about that. So just something to think about. Keep that in mind. Becky Lynch did an interview with Ariel Helwani. Very, very incredible interview. They talked about Ric Flair, and that also got a lot of eyes on the interview. And then obviously there was a lot of press talk, and like there was just a lot of stuff coming out of it. Okay, but the biggest thing here is that Becky Lynch was talking about AEW, and of course you could tell dirt sheets are using the headline Becky Lynch watches AEW. Becky Lynch does this. Now, I think there is like this weird stigma around WWE wrestlers and AEW wrestlers like being in this war. And that's not true. I don't think that's true. Obviously everybody's competitive and they want to be good, but wrestling as a whole, a lot of these wrestlers are friends with each other. And it's just a good reminder to let you guys know that like people do watch all wrestling. And it kind of brings me back to when Powerhouse Hobbs was tweeting Big E and Big E was tweeting Powerhouse Hobbs. And like people were blown away by this, which is like super weird to me. Pro wrestlers are, yes, they are going to be loyal to the companies they work for to a certain extent, but for the most part, they want to see the business flourish. And that was kind of what like Becky Lynch was talking about. Competition is good. Vince McMahon thrives under competition. They are an alternative. And I think she gave the right answer. That's not only right by corporate, but when you just listen to the words of Becky Lynch, I think she's making a lot of sense. Also, I do agree that competition is great. I love competition. And I think both companies existing is best for the wrestling industry. Also, on top of that, I do really want to see some dream matches between AEW and WWE. So that's actually going to bring us to our next topic, which is Big E talking about the Forbidden Door. Now, I absolutely love this. I think the Forbidden Door between WWE and AEW has to be open at some point. And if Triple H was actually running WWE, I think it would have been opened. The problem is Triple H isn't running WWE, and the problem is WWE's decisions are based out of like a million other people that are old and in suits. And that's just how it is, right? That's literally how it is. WWE is ran by old people. AEW isn't. And that's not like, you could take it however you want, but that's just the truth, right? And I don't hate WWE. I've said this a million times. I just got to remind you guys that. But Big E was talking about this on Mom's Basement with Robbie Fox from Barstool. And he basically says, he was talking about the competition between AEW and WWE. And he goes, I know fans love the sniping and they love the back and forth. I think it's often entertaining too. It's not really my cup of tea because there are so many people I root for over there, and I think competition is great for everyone, all around. I'm glad fans are engaged. It's not my thing, but do you? People love stirring the pot, and it's interesting. I don't know if it's ever feasible, but if that forbidden door is going to be open here between us and them, imagine that. That would be incredible. Something like that would be really interesting. And I fully agree. I think the forbidden door between WWE and AEW would be really, really massive. Like, I really think it would be cool. And I've talked about this a long time ago. Like, I just think it's under different circumstances, it would happen. And the thing is, a lot of times people think, oh, well, what would it be like if WWE was booking AEW talent on WWE? And I don't think that's how it works, right? I've always believed the greatest thing that could ever happen to pro wrestling is WrestleMania weekend being a one giant event with tons of promotions, right? So WrestleMania having New Japan, AEW, Impact, MLW, like every company you can imagine, all under one wrestling umbrella. Now, obviously, that doesn't work for WWE's business model. Now, there are rumors that AEW and AAA and everybody else is thinking about doing some sort of stadium show together to rival that. I think it could be massive in a couple of years. But think about it from the perspective of competition. If WWE didn't view everything as competition, WWE would probably be a really good product. The problem is they're making a lot of money doing what they're doing, despite the fact that we people, don't always enjoy what they're doing. It doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's great. There's some good and there's some bad with watching WWE, just as I've said throughout countless videos about AEW. But yeah, Big E, the WWE champion, fighting against Kenny Omega, to some people that's not like a dream match, and maybe it doesn't speak, maybe it's not a big match per se, but the idea that it could happen would be incredible. And that's what the Forbidden Door does. That's why New Japan and AEW have something interesting, because you don't know what you're going to get. Chaos joining Best Friends to me is kind of silly and kind of dumb, and I don't really understand why. But hey, people enjoy it, so who am I to tell them not to enjoy it, right? Look, there's a lot of cool stuff that could come from Forbidden Door. I think that's the most important thing. One day, AEW and WWE need to work together. And just imagine those possibilities. Imagine the championship matches. Imagine what you can do when you put the best. Because here's the thing. As I've said before, WWE and AEW have some good things about them and bad things about them. But the one thing I think everybody should be able to agree on is that they both have an incredible roster. So put them against each other and do it in a way where everybody benefits, everybody wins, and us, the fans, win. My name is Ango. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you next time right here on YouTube. Peace out.